race is still hot to bloody trot with three teams realistically still in the mix heading into a crazy week over the Premier League. Who's going to take advantage? We're going to get into all of that next. That's right, folks. Another prediction video today. We'll take a look at match number 30, I believe, over in the Premier League, and we'll get to it in a second. If you're new, where you've been, smash your subscribe button. Your one-stop shop for the Premier League is right here under one rooski. Of course, Arsenal currently top the charts on goal difference ahead of Liverpool, but breathing down the next is Manchester City, of course, who are going to be taking on the Gunners this coming weekend. We're going to get into all of that in a second. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. Again, if you're new, hit the old subscribe, boys and girls. Now, of course, we're going to turn the clock back to the last full fixture list. There was a couple games, of course, the previous week, but of course FA Cup dominated the top flight there. So these were the last full fixture list, the last video that we did. These were the games here, and we're going to go over them, of course, see how I got on, see how you guys got on, and then we're going to have a quick look at the prediction league, which might be a little bit problematic, but we'll see. So of course Manchester United did beat Everton 2-0 winners, got that one spot on the nose. Meanwhile, Bournemouth and Sheffield United did draw 2-2. I went with the 1-1 draw myself, ain't too shabby. Palace and Luton Town 1-1 draw there, got myself a 2-2 draw on that one, not too shabby. 3 for 3 for me. Meanwhile, Wolves did beat Fulham 2-1 winners. I went with a 2-0 win. Look at me, 4 on the bounce. Meanwhile, Arsenal did beat Brentford 2-1 winners. I went with a 3-1. Again, another pick in the bag right there because I'm just too good at this game. However, Spurs did beat Villa 4-0 at Villa Park. Goodness gracious me, that one's a bit of a dead rubber. Brighton won a winners over Forest. Got that one pretty much bang on the money there with a 1-0 win. West Ham United Burnley with a 2-2 draw. I went with a 2-1 for the Hammers. Maybe I slipped up a little bit on that one. Liverpool won. City won. I went with a 2-1 win. A 2-2 draw as well. Not too shabby. Chelsea 3-2 winners over Newcastle. 2-1 winners in my eyes. Ain't too shabby. And that's why I'm not in the prediction league, because I'm just too good at this stuff. Guys, you know what it is. So those, of course, the state of play in the last full fixture list. Of course, the table right now. There was a couple of other games. We'll maybe gloss over them in a second here. But currently, it is Arsenal, 64 points right now. Liverpool, of course, alongside them. Manchester City are in third. Villa are in fourth. But, of course, Spurs breathing down the neck could maybe still nick that top 4 spot. West Ham are in seventh. Man United, though, in 6, also dreaming of breaking into that top 4. Going down is Sheffield United, Burnley and Luton, or is it? No, it's not, because Forest have got deducted 3 points. They're actually beneath Luton right now on 21 points. So they're in the shit zone right now, and they've got a bit of work to do to get out of it. So those are, of course, the state of play right now. Let's, of course, talk about the games that we did there was actually 4 games, a handful of games. Burnley did beat Brentford 2-1, a good win for them. Luton Town and Forest did draw 1-1. Fulham with a big 3-0 wins over Tottenham, which of course dented Spurs' top 4 ambitions there, and the Hammers and Villa, of course, taking points off each other in that instance. But what about the prediction league? I'm not sure how this is going to look, because this is the right one. Let's have a look at it then. This is, of course, who won that last full fixture list. Of course, it was Daddy Cool, 15 points on the board. Kevin alongside him, Alex Weller as well. For VMPP, Pressel Hinterland, of course, looks like he's a Rovers fan right there. Gunnar alongside them, Vindela Victory, of course. If you see a name in there, smash your likey. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, that's about right. The overall leaderboard, though, looks like this, including those games that we did miss. It's Lewis R, 285.5, tops the charts there. Blue Orbit up 3 spots, number 2, big move for him. Weller remains in third, it looks like 274 for him. DJ Horn up there, Daddy Cool as well, Bluebird Legend, they're all up there. Get in there, subscribe, smash your likey. Get the likes in there, guys and gals, as we look forward to this next fixture list, which does have some ding-dongs on there, of course. When I say ding-dongs, I mean ding-dong games. They are massive games, not massive ding-dongs. I'm on about games. Here they are right here, right now. Newcastle United against West Ham United. That's where we're going to start right here, right now. And that's, of course, coming at you all the way back, or all the way forward, should we say, on Saturday, March the 30th. Of course, just the one game, I think, on the fixture list. Is it? It's a staggered Easter period for them. Newcastle against West Ham over at St James's Park. Let's get into this one then, shall we? Now, these two sides have played each other 52 times since 1993, 24 wins for the Geordies, 14 wins for the Hammers, 14 draws, of course, the biggest win for the Geordies, 5-0 win, scoring 88 goals in 52 matches, 1.69 goals a game. The Hammers, 3-0 winners for them, 65 goals scored in 52 matches, 1.25 goals a game. West Ham, 67% form for them right now, just one defeat in the last 6, they are 7th, 44 points for the season. The Geordies, 42% form for them right now, just 2 wins in the last 6, they are 10th, 40 points for the season as well. Last time around, over at St James's Park, it was a 1-1 draw back in February 2023. The reverse fixture at London Stadium was a 2-2 draw back in October. The odds, though, for this one, the Hammers, 11-4 for the victory, 20-11, 2017 on is your Geordies, 14-5 the draw. It is the early kickoff. All eyes on this one. Going to go with the 2-0 win for West Ham. 2-0 win for Newcastle United. West Ham taking the L on this one. Then we go to Bournemouth, that's right, against Everton, of course, over at the Dean Court. Played to the 15 times in 2015. 6 wins for Bournemouth, 7 wins for Everton. We got 2 draws, of course. Bournemouth, 3-0 winners, scoring 26 goals in 15 matches, 1.73 goals a game. Everton, 3-0 winners for them, 27 goals scored in 15 matches, 1.80 goals a game. Everton, without a win in the last 6 games, 25% form for them. They are 16th, 25 points for the season. Bournemouth, 50% form for them right now. 1-2 lost to and drawn to over the last 6. They are 13th with 35 points for the season as well. Last time around, the over at Dean Court was a 3-0 win for Bournemouth back in November 2022. The reverse fixture at Goodison, 3-0 win for Everton back in October. The odds for this one, 11-10 is your Bournemouth, 12-5 the draw, 12-5 also your Everton on this one. Does smell like a draw here. Going to go with a 1-1 draw, point apiece. I think Everton will be happier than that than Bournemouth. Meanwhile, Chelsea up against them six-finger freakazoids. It's Burnley. Stamford Bridge is the venue. 18 times they have played each other since 2008. 12 wins for Chelsea, 2 for Burnley. 4 draws, of course, the biggest win for the hosts. 4-0 wins, scoring 49 goals in 18 matches, 2.72 goals a game on average. The Freaks, 3-2 win their biggest, scoring 20 goals in 18 matches, 1.11 goals a game as well. 25% for Burnley, unbeaten in the last 2 games. They are 19th with 17 points for the season. Chelsea, just 1 defeat in the last 6. 67% form for them right now. They are 11th, 39 points as well. Last time around, at Stamford Bridge, it was a 1-1 draw back in November 2021. The reverse fixture at Turdmore, 4-1 win it was for Chelsea back in October. The odds, 10-3 on is your Chelsea. Red hot favourites, 92. The draw, 7-1 is your Burnley. They're going down. 3-0 winners for Chelsea in my eyes. Forest against Crystal Palace over at the City Ground, of course. Now they have played each other 28 times since 1993. 14 wins for Forest, 6 wins for Crystal Palace, 8 draws, of course. The biggest win for Nottingham Forest, 3-0 win, scoring 39 goals in 28 matches, 1.39 goals a game. Palace, 3-0 win, the biggest for them, 27 goals in 28 matches, 0.96 goals a game. Now 50% form are Crystal Palace, just one defeat in the last 5. They are 14th for the table, 29 points for the season. Forest, 18th for the table, 21 points right now. Winless in the last 5 games, of course. Last time around, over at the City Ground, it was a 1-0 win for Forest back in November 2022. The reverse fixture at Crystal Palace, 0-0 draw back at Selhurst Park in October. The odds, 6-5 is your Forest, 12-5 the draw, 11-5 your away win. Gonna go with Forest here against Oliver Glasner's Palace. Then we go to Sheffield United. It's the Blades up against the Cottagers at Bramall Lane. Played each other 16 times since 1999. 5 wins for Sheffield United, 7 wins for Fulham. 4 draws, of course, the biggest win for Sheffield United. 4-0 win. Scored 19 goals in those 16 matches, 1.19 goals a game on average. Fulham, 4-0 winners themselves, scoring 24 goals in 16 matches, 1.50 goals a game as well. Fulham, 4 wins the last 6 games, 67% form for them. They are 12th, 38 points for the season. Sheffield United, just 1 defeat in the last 6. Sorry, one win in the last 6 games. They're 25% form. They are 20th. They look like they're going down right now. Last time around, over at Bramall Lane, it was a 4-0 win for Sheffield United back in May 2022. That was in the Championship. But the odds right here, right now, we're looking at Sheffield United 3-1 for the victory, 10-7 on is your Fulham, 60-5 is the draw. I am going with Sheffield United here to get at least a point. 1-1 in the end. Of course, Fulham have been really good, though, for the season. Meanwhile, Spurs against the Hatters coming at you over at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. They have played just the one time. We'll talk about that shortly. Spurs, 58% form for them right now. Just 2 defeats in the last 6. They are 5th, 53 points for the season against the Luton Town side. Really sour bit of the season for them. 17% form for them. 17th for the table, 22 points as well. But they are outside the relegation zone at that moment. Meanwhile, Spurs did beat them last time out at Kenilworth Road. It was 1-0 win for Spurs back in October 2023. The odds for this one, Spurs 4-1 on for the victory, 11-2 the draw, 50-2 your away win. Luton Town cannot see anything but a home win here. Spurs should win, 3 points in the bag, and away they go. Meanwhile, Villa against Wolves in a bit of a ding-dong affair, a bit of a Black Country derby or something like that. But anyway, Midlands derby. Villa derby, whatever. Anyway, played 24 times since 2003, 8 wins apiece and 8 draws, of course. The biggest win for Villa, 4-0 win. Scored 34 goals in 24 matches, 1.42 goals a game. Wolves, of course, 2-0 win the biggest, scoring 28 goals in 24 matches, 1.17 goals a game. Of course, Wolves are in 9th, 41 points for the season. They're on 67% form for them right now. Up against the Villa side, 4th in the table, 56 points for the season, 67% form for them as well. Last time around, over at Villa Park, it was a 1-1 draw back in January 2023. The reverse fixture at Molineux was a 1-1 draw back in October this campaign. The odds, in fact, let me go back to that quick. The home side has not won this game since Wolves beat Villa. Sorry, the away side has not won this game since Wolves beat Villa at Villa Park back in October 2021. The odds for this one, 20-13 on your Villa. They are favoured here. 3-1, of course, the draw. 50-4 is your away win. I'm backing Villa to get a 2-0 win because they want that Champions League football. But amazing season continues for Wolves. Meanwhile, Brentford up against Manchester United over at the Brentford Community Stadium. They have played to the 6th time to 2-1. 1 win for Brentford, 4 for Man United, 1 draw. Of course, the biggest win for Brentford, 4-0 win. Scoring 8 goals in those 6 games, 1.33 goals a game on average. United, though, 3-0 winners are the biggest. 11 goals scored, of course, in those 6 matches, 1.83 goals a game. 3 wins the last 4 games, 4 of the last 6, 67% form for them. United right now, 6th in the table, 47 points as well. Up against the Brentford side, 15th for the table, 26 points for the season. 8% form for them right now, 5 defeats the last 6, winless in 6 games. But they did beat Manchester United 4-0 win back in August 2022. That was the last time they played each other at the Community Stadium. Of course, the reverse fixture at Old Trafford back in October, 2-1 win it was for United. The odds for this one, though, Brentford are 2-1 for the victory, 6-5 is your Manchester United, 13-5 the draw here. Man United will win this one, 3-1 win for them to continue their strong end to the season. Into the final 2, we had Liverpool against Brighton, of course. Early kickoff on Sunday, March the 31st. Played each other 16 times in 2011. Got 9 wins for Liverpool, 3 wins for Brighton, 4 draws, of course, the biggest win for Liverpool. 6-1 wins, scoring 35 goals in 16 matches, 2.19 goals a game on average. Brighton, though, 3-0 winners themselves, 19 goals scored in 16 matches, 1.19 goals a game as well. Brighton back-to-back wins for them, 42% form. They are 8th, 42 points for the season, up against the Liverpool side, who are, of course, 75% form, just 1 defeat in the last 6. Second in the table, 64 points for the season. Last time around, though, over at Anfield, it was a 3-3 draw back in October 2022. The reverse fixture was a 2-2 draw at the Amex back in October, and Brighton are unbeaten against Liverpool over the last 4. 2 wins, 2 defeats. In fact, just 1 defeat against them over the last 6. However, the odds do have Liverpool 5-2 on for the victory, 17-4 the draw, 11-2 your away win here. Brighton going to get nothing here. 4-0 win. Liverpool need to maintain top speed, of course, because then it is all down to this. City against Arsenal, ding dong over at the Etihad. Played each other 64 times since 1993. We've got 25 wins for City, 29 wins for Arsenal, 10 draws, of course. The biggest win for Manchester City, 5-0 win, scoring 92 goals in those 64 matches, 1.44 goals a game on average. The Gunners, 5-0 win, the biggest for them, 93 goals scored in 64 matches, 1.45 goals a game. They're on 83% form. Arsenal, 5 wins of the last 6 games. They are top, 64 points for the season, up against the Man City side, 92% form for them right now, winning 5 of the last 6. They are third, 63 points for the season. Last time around at the Emirates, or the Etihad, or whatever it is, at the Etihad, it was a penalty. It was a 4-1 win for Man City, goodness gracious me, back in April 2023, around about this time last season, give or take. Meanwhile, the reverse fixture at London was a 1-0 win for Arsenal back in October. The odds for this one, though, 2017 on is your City, 13-5 the draw, 3-1, of course, your away win. The Gunners, who are underdogs here, gonna go sit on the fence, what again? 2-2 in the end, which, of course, is advantage, maybe Liverpool, but, of course, it's a bit of a downgrade on City, but, of course, it's all to play for. That's my take on it, guys, and if I'm right, this is what the table will look like at the end of it. It is Liverpool, of course, 2 points clear over Arsenal, of course. City all the way back there now, 3 points adrift, with Villa in 4th. Going down, it is either Sheffield United, it's Burnley, Luton, or Forest, or Brentford. I don't know. It's one of those 3 down there. It's tight. Don't rule out Everton as well. They could get sucked into all of that mess. But anyway, that's, of course, my picks, of course. Don't forget to look forward to the next round of games. They, of course, coming thick and fast next week with a pretty much double match week. But until then, I'll see you soon for the next one. Of course, keep on predicting. I'll see you soon for the next.